Consent from media amount na Tamale Technical University a whole rusu den. Na ni na say ne omo yo kire kese a de oye kire nim de course ni de nti omutu sa na mo no nchemu omo nam so kwa mebi mu prepra ni na no makoma so ade bi omo hwe sempanyifo beye etimi ede ama omo a ena nwumre obeti nsem ni mu nchemu ankasa ewo kase no esu ye bebo ewra edwedie ensememu na aban aye hyehyeye ehwe ni mu se wo obi akwanya ato ho na ne 3 million coconut seedlings na chese ono ma omo ye coconut ye kube hu adwuma no o metimi enye bi no metimi di aboa ama eye kuaye ho nsem no etimi akonanim ye be konsem foforo mu aye no eye enigidi akrobeto a ono twasini o man Ghana ha ono so aba be kasa e di afa apostle Dr. Kojo Safoni wu ne ho ene ne ma hodo apapa eti ase no wo be de som ti ase man Ghana no so nsem no betie e wo kase anim se ma foforo bi no meka we hu don hwe ba kontem nhwemu no ubenya ni nyina ewa ha okenkan fo ene nwumre eye Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia yeba sisia ne ahyase ama Sanda semwa kwa babiem Faumbra KFM TV eso ye won from mem enti KFM TV GH on Facebook and then YouTube. Utimi subscribe on the YouTube, you follow on Facebook. Na ye ba live wetimi enya muche fa na wa so share no wo dia ma odofu bi. No no so etimi aba be kan yen hye nsem na se enanyumre fa ma odia Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na kachi na mijina sisia. Na bro so afremu so awie ye no odi dwumedie kese bi a wono pa hontuma na o kire se big push dwumedie no na big push de wom nyina ne sempuntu nyuma hodo a aban dada ekwa aban fofora ba obi entimi anyo magye tu na jeje mu a akanwura mu ni afimpo de omo hwe ani mu so mbe ni nyina no omo di sike ba be him se be ombe timi aye aboa ama bibia no etimi akoso nse ne due ena omo pa hontuma a wo kire se sa dwumedie apa hontuma de ba beboa ama mantam dunsie wo man Ghana ha no obi etimu enyemu chefa wo big push media enedwe wapa hontuma ba beboa mpuntu nyuma hodo wo man Ghana nchemu ne nsema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wadi tudwan eni
region is going to benefit from its share of the big push programs. Now somebody will ask, what's the criteria for choosing those projects? Our first priority was to take roads that connect one regional capital to another. We believe that it should be easy for people to travel from one capital to another capital. So it should be easy for people to travel from Accra to the capital of the Volta region. It should be easy for people to travel from Accra to the capital of the Cape Coast Central region. It should be easy for people to travel from the Upper West capital Wa to the Upper East capital Bolgatanga. So that was our first priority. Then our second priority was to select roads that link district to district. We have 261 districts in Ghana. And so we believe that districts that are adjoining should have good roads linking their district capitals to each other. Then the third priority was to give priority to food producing areas and industrial manufacturing areas. So we selected all the food growing areas, major food growing areas in the country, and we looked at the roads in those areas and we targeted them and added them to the big push. So that has been the criteria with which we have selected the roads. Today's sword cutting is the first, but we're going to cut sword in 5 different areas to mark the start of the whole big push program. And so today, the people of Afia, Dawenya, Dodoa, you are making history by being first to kick off the whole big push program.
Ebusia wajumedi na sio science di tujwa ni nsem na woka ni nyina no chem se wonoma contract ahodo ne de be mo amoma ye adwuma no eye wono mese fata wo mo enye sese bio wate se wo ye wo danfa na sempo ni mu intino wo che dwumadi eti sese into de ho ba be for from ama ne dia ma se da bi wono mo betimi aye na dwumadi enso de show mo nsa se bio wo mo mayensa enka ye chi no sankrofo ko no ene de adwuma ne ba be show mo nsa enye namfosem ene enya ama ne osem ne de ba be sa dwumadi a no ye big pusher e ba be boa ya kwan so a enediomo apa ho ntome mu nchemu no osan so de tu dwase.
So, majority of the contractors selected for the big push are Ghanaian contractors, because we believe that we must build the capacity of our own contractors. We believe in the performance and ingenuity of the Ghanaian contractor. And so several of our contractors have the same capacity as any foreign contractor. And so that is how we have selected them. There are a few wheelbarrow contractors who have come to me. Oh, I hear they're distributing projects under the big push. I want one. I said, my friend, this is not for wheelbarrow contractors. You are my friend, but I won't give you because it's not for wheelbarrow contractors. And so we also have selected a few foreign contractors, because before we came into office, some of the contractors had been given active contracts, and the contracts had not been terminated. And so what we've done is, even though those projects were ongoing, we have repackaged them and added them to the big push so that we can continue them and finish them.
Oswald Investments. Enone sa adwumeku a wono de obetimi de nse sine koko ache se ba na adwuma ye pa de a obetimi de amo mo san so madwuma ye de eho etipa na enika se ne ode be mo ne se ne ope no sa pepepe e no mo eye e ma bibia no etimi e ko na enim into aso no eni.
Now the contractor on this road, as I said, is Oswald Investments Limited, and I can say with my hand on my heart that he is one of our best local contractors. The good thing is he works with speed. He works very fast, but he doesn't compromise quality. And so I want to assure the people of Dodowa, Afia, Dawenya that you have on your road one of the best Ghanaian contractors doing your road. We've given him 24 months to finish, but he has whispered in my ear that he'll do it in shorter than 24 months. And I want to assure him that payment will not be a problem. This year, the Minister of Finance, on my instruction, put aside 13.9 billion cedis, almost 14 billion, for the big push alone. Much of that money has not been used yet because we are still packaging and going through procurement. And so we're going to roll over that money to next year. And next year, we're going to add 30 billion cedis to the 14 billion cedis.
Ni mo science so the two ja o chem say a big push to make the nedwe ya pa won to mano ene odi arrange mu nsema ekwa magana de hie nyina ne say ye photo metwa to ho no e ba beboa ama sa adwumedie no etimi akone me nko wada enko say e adwumedie ahodo obinum a wo mo hwe ani mo so mo e betimi aye mu nchemu no eni.
Many people have looked on the big push list and said, oh, our road is not on it. I want to promise you that the big push does not take away our regular budget for roads. And so there still is the regular road budget, which will continue to improve other roads that are not listed on the big push. And so I wish to assure all traditional rulers, all our people, our farmers, that we are coming to you with good roads. And I believe that once from next year into 2027, we'll see a big difference in the quality of roads in Ghana. I thank you very much. May God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.
Fosuah Oduahoma Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nakachi, Nejumani de Fosuah Oduahoma Adishe Bebre na edi ho adanse na Jumedi foforo so koswa ni nyina no eye Ghana National Petroleum Corporation woni omo tena ase enkomotwetwe mu no na chese niema ahodo a wono mo ba be ya aboa mo saaso ye ho ne so etimi akọ n'animu no ene ode nsem bebre na na tu dwa wo Jumedi na ase no ye to aso e wo kase anim sei edi ama.
Our national oil company, GNPC, together with Shell and other partners, are renegotiating the liquefied natural gas sale and purchase agreement to ensure that imported LNG can be delivered into Ghana within the next 18 months. This will end our reliance on expensive liquid fuels as backup for domestic gas, thereby strengthening energy security and lowering our energy costs. At the same time, the government is implementing an accelerated plan for developing its gas infrastructure. This includes investment in pipelines, new processing plants, and storage systems to guarantee sustainable evacuation of gas from our production fields to the market. These initiatives will open up significant opportunities for private investment and strategic partnerships. In the downstream, Ghana's vision is to transform into a regional petroleum hub, and our primary focus is to ensure that we anchor our energy reliability and security through a gas-to-power policy, which seeks to ensure that natural gas becomes the primary source of fuel for our thermal plants. We're also pursuing policies to develop the country's petrochemical petroleum mooring systems and pipeline facilities, in addition to oil and gas refineries. These downstream initiatives are designed not only to enhance our value addition, but also to position Ghana as a hub for petroleum and energy-based industrialization in West Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me be quick to state that we're equally conscious that the future of energy lies in a balanced transition. Ghana is committed to pursuing oil and gas development alongside renewable energy investments, ensuring that no citizen is left behind in the global shift towards cleaner energy technologies.
Yet one sem ne so na swafo no hwe ya kwan ne akwante mpon ho sem o man Ghana ha eye Kwame Agboja wono so aba be kasa odi arenhyemu nsem ekọ ne sem ni gira ne se ye afienya e na afi sudodo wa kwan no wo ma ya ade hia wono mete so no eye abosome na aduonu and 24 months na chese ye kabo man finhia no mienu eye contractors ahodo aya form no mbehwe amasaju medie ni gina no etimi akoso.
Mr. President, when we say we can do this project within 24 months, we mean business. And the people of Greater Accra and Gadangbe, don't be worried. The contractor that is on this stretch, I believe, can do this project in less than 24 months. We do this to address the issues of problem in our country. Today, if you are coming from Aflau and you want to go to Adenta, you will have to drive all the way back to Accra Temamoto way to Accra just to go to Adenta. It doesn't make any sense. The simple solution is to do the road between Dowenya, Afienya, and Dodowa, and then complete the uncompleted project between Dodowa and Adenta, and we shall be able to do these things. Mr. President, this is what you have committed to do. Mr. President, we have spoken to all the contractors who want to partake in this. Mr. President, we have noticed that one of the problems we had in our country is the belief that the Ghanaian contractor cannot do quality work. We beg to differ. We shall use the big push to prove that the Ghanaian contractor is as good as any contractor in the world. Whilst they create jobs, we are going to build roads that will last as long as the roads built by expatriates in our country. And we mean that.
Yeah, concern from Nebra US mining afi Ghana maetna se call. Enti asia pemu nani nano wonoma ye di omufro bi man so aba be piemu no wo muso betimi agibi na chese o metimi aba betno man Ghana ha kakra de no and dan be say ediokono 90 days pe no mo ho akwanya o mu ni visa ne ho nkro no ba o metimi atena mu ewo man Ghana hana sansem ni dwumedie na ekoso no mu enam so ma dom kuma mo mra hyebedwe fie be kasai o mo se mo kanyina ne se de ekoso no na entwe ye kwa sansa na hihye ni dwumedie bi be koso no ewo so mu nyina atena se kwa adwen kromu eji tum sa so dwumedie ni anamontu a ye tue betimi abo ansa na yetu sa na ma na so no Ghana man peni sori ya no tu sa na mo a wo mo chese ntwe ye kra na ne opanyi bi aba montina wono so de na adwen kire afa de koso ni de sie nam so e ma Ghana man peni tu sa na mo munche mu ne nto aso no ye de so mu say.
Noticed, or what was said at the time was that before the Mahama government, the Mahama one accepted those Gitmo guys. The consultations were done with the opposition leader, President Akufo-Addo. But the narrative changed when the thing blew up, and Akufo-Addo started, running away from that kind of consultation with the American ambassador. Pictures of which, we all saw. You get it? All I'm saying is that their situation is different from this situation. Yes, but for me, I think that the Americans are not helping matters. See, when you are bringing the people in, just mention that. First of all, state that this is the arrangement between Ghana and us, and that we were to bring people here. These are West African citizens. When they come, whatever Ghana is allowed to take them back to wherever. We can't drop each and every one of them in their respective countries. You get it? So we bring them here, and then an arrangement is made for them to go to their respective countries. When you do that, you absorb, Ghana off, or the government off any blame, and you minimize the security or the controversy that this thing would generate. But I don't see this as an issue, or It was President Mahama who said it, voluntarily. Okay? And so, I mean, why are we, picking on as though it's something that somebody discovered out of an investigative journalism or something controversial that had happened? It's nothing.
Well, say Jina Sansem so na ya ton cry di kan ya basisi ayeba ye to ansem ne so.
Yo, I'm for and then Yamakwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. The Tosumi, Ufri a Kumasi Macom that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumuno, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, a Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel and the Dinsha anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a wood sunny at the co, Nankane and Hagan Hono, Annie, a hot and a KFM musical shop. Dear Tosumi, ye be no fofro. Now, dear Ekani said, if you papa etimiche, the Odia sorry, dear Udi grow agro ahudo. Tuma dear be a woody open here a young figure musical instrument piano, a KFM into a say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie, a KFM musical shop, Anna Sabre, ya be no fofro Munuchai, a war Premper the 2nd Street. Ufri old man come down na wo sane ede ko adum no ane udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so na wa dane on sanifa so oho ana KFM musical shop yi ewo ye ne Sambra Hotel ana ehwe animo ye twa abrebia
gina me se be ya proud ana se me ye dwa na free Kumasi adum KFM instrument store. Obi bisasa say bomen fo de what to ma woni si da what de niam papa e gina wonim na what to no say yes what to no bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi adum so mi gina ho na me to no ma bitimi nya ho me ka fi say fi papa mu anim na mi gina no wo be try ye ko ma ya do se kana twananka kana ensamfu ayi.
Medogbena mi Ghana duko du ajakple ho duko kata. Mi echo nyanya devena mi cho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajradopa. Mi wana susu savings, adishie, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenyebe egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe o gahia ola ateun ava de ogai kenehia fa.
Tanenyebe mi foncho mi afa jom yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenyebe mi foncho business loan a enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenyebe washiba keke alum eleswe we have talent. Mi pepe gede unwo nenye wo shigba lesua ne woge wo keke gede ji to talent po monu ome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan a enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyu he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na kokko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mie flegeno na no hem vi choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mo npopo kai ganyu he ya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado mo nwa anobobwe na mi akpena mi
Etibe ya nyafi ke talent la.
Talent Microfinance Jengo Ameganshpe ape Letina Tejipo Hotame.
Miape Kapomoye 050-129-1298. Allo 050-128-9119. Talent Oga Kwamanu Banta.
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Busia Sanda Semu Akwaba being found bringing Mino Siakasian KFM TV so yet once I'm the sweaty media maudia and nay or my Ghana ha. Near my hood will be Brina Neco so than in Penny Fogu swear kun a galam say for me good year to a number of coins swa, SS near my hoodwa, and we try when share or mine Ghana high and sassy quiet in swan so no moon and no raby a friend say yaw as sunny tunnel Waba Montana James and Kebeya. Ghana man penny and declare state of emergency and try ye nkrutua hoodwa a for me good year to no a cost was sebe beboa ama yensuno and home etimiati.
My young train or my penny. We a farmer. Ye be train ama tomatoes a hoodwa yedria, and more hoodwa yedria, ye be irrigation, a him funny entrance unifi. Now sooner pollutunas I will say, I baby say, insu edidumja ye mpe ye insufibia okay nti insufibia sa wodi gu no ba so enyini nti ne the polluted water nsuo no ebe water ye no bae no na afedie Ghana bibibia bekoya no bekoya yembia no yare. This is the reason why I support the state of emergency. Okay. Please me or inti no mo se me ye ndis ne ba me ye ndis ni menje card the obey ye no meka the enyan so no meka. The state of emergency at the time that it was being declared no na ye nyina ye support say it was very very critical. So see it is also more critical. Okay. 2022 the previous administration omo task force obode call enwura no ho so omo stop galam say no soldiers omo withdraw mo nyina. So see also most of my task force IGP are send it to the various area Ashanti region area no and also I withdraw mo and initially that make say na task force here I withdraw mo there when the mass is it the IGP himself and I say if you baby until so omanpani a man a my friend say media encounter how can say there was the need to a friend saying to withdraw them me put back say ne phrases be o use here for the service personnel now I didn't like it. As we speak the
issue of galamsey is increasing. The fight against galamsey, you see, sister, it is increasing because omo na ye tu omo na omo abem MPP for na ye ka say omo na omo ye na dodo no. So what banner say won tu so say they will do it more because omo hia sika more for future endeavors. Until they will go into the hinterlands more. We see it. State of emergency, no. Yeah, and share will say declare no across the board. Yes, say specific areas are who say Kromukura ye to galamsey. Ensure you are diverting the course into areas are ye name say I didn't dia egu abana ni mase no. Ye paucho. When they will pay for transit. Obey massa answer. Ipadodo na akasa sa answer no kwa de esisi yaso because the encounter you had you know and some of beka nyina etoya kuma so we know that this government is working and you as the visionary leader no normal ekoso but ye power chow said ye be adachi me repeat me ho health cost and me cost ro said ye be adachi ye nkola na afedie ye hu omobobre said ye be adachi na nkukọ no kropo no ye ekosia bi ye bebo na kosia no kropo wo sa dadansa na ye pai ye hwe ni yi na ye nso
thank you Afia
ye benya ya pomuden na ye de atra
Victor Amable
ye twansem ne so na ye chief of staff onwonya for Julius Debra wono so ababe kasa ne sem na ye keta se hye no dream ne kankan ya hodo a ye se o man ne mo man ne kan kro ne ntimi nkọ na ni mu no Chese nkebe ya mpanyifo form 90 form ni dwumedie ne hyehyɛ ya anti corruption hu dwumedie ne sakrai no mude ba beboa ahwɛ saa nema ne nyina no chese hu behia ye pa sanse sisi ana dokro ya mani okoye suku ahodo mu bia ya ahodo efe ya pomudia ne nyina no ketase hye no ekoso a entwe ye kra ne okọ bia ya ahodo ye suku mu a eba ne hu mesua ho nsem ne ye tworo nso hwe abewanse mmofra ne ebo apo ne ho nkro no ba chese ketase hye na dokro ba bia anti omo de omo na besi form pa abo adwumade aboa ameto no etimi abrase.
President John Dramani Mahama remains resolute in his vision to build a resilient economy, one that will create jobs, strengthen infrastructure, and position Ghana to compete globally. Ghana is open for business, and we are actively seeking strategic investment to energize our local economy. But let us be honest, corruption is the greatest threat to this ambition. According to the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, our nation loses an estimated $3 billion annually to corruption. That figure is twice the amount of our yearly foreign direct investment inflows, which stands around approximately $1.5 billion US dollars. This staggering loss deprives us of the very resources we need to build schools, hospitals, roads, and create decent jobs for our youth. We must confront this reality. If we fail to protect our resources, we will never have enough to build the schools, hospitals, and roads our people deserve. We will never create the decent jobs for our youth. We will never realize the 24-hour economy as we envision. Recent events, including the exam malpractice, reminds us that ethical decay is not confined to our institutions only. It is creeping into our homes, our schools, and our future. That is why ethics must be central to the new plan, not just as a policy, but as a national culture. Let me be clear. This government is committed to founding this National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan, because founding ethics and anti-corruption is not a cost. It is an investment. Therefore, I urge each of you to be candid, practical, and bold in your contributions. Bring forward the best ideas, share your concerns, and help us design a plan that is not only implementable, but also truly reflect the aspirations of Ghanaian people.
Yet one sem so na ye kokpo kataman so na adehia wono mo ho no wo ma ye kire denden omo chese niema hodo a ka onipa bi ehu ote biaye bi etimi buama abrabo obone ko na nimu no ho aye din yi e dia momo eni o makwan nye omo su wansu anye niema bebiri nko ye na nam so nei omo ye oye chire chenchirenchi.
Dr. Fosuah Oduahoma acquired Pong lands from acquired Pong lands since 1952. It is 125 years. Now, it is not a compulsory acquisition. They claim it's a compulsory acquisition, but it is never a compulsory acquisition. It is never compulsory acquisition, but it's a yearly rent. When they collect the rent, then they come and pay their royalties. Now, secondly, TDC was given the land to develop Pong Township. TDC wasn't given the land for sale to be sold to industrial individuals and other things. No, it was given to them for development purposes. TDC cannot come out and mention one project that they started and they have finished it. If you look at our roads, it is bad. It is very, very bad. Please, we are setting this signal to the TDC organization that next time we will meet them for boot for boot. Sure. We will crush them. We are not meeting them boot for boot. Exactly. We will crush them. Sure. And if they want war, if they don't come to settle this thing within 21 days, go on to them. If they don't settle it within 21 days, go on to them. Now we don't have anything we call friendship. We don't have anything we call relationship no more. Because they are taking us for granted. Friendship, quiet, they are taking us for granted. We, the people of Pongotoku Youth Association, and the third township, we said we are not going to give up. We are fighting this to the last drop of our
Yegusawo yechire ni mo nene due na GPRT mpanyifo so ene wono mo dom ku no so ye yechire kese pa ni na no mo chere se CMB parking space why ye omo bia ya nko mugina di dwa ne ho nkro no ba ehwe mo mabrabo ni timi kɔ n'animu no mpanyifo bi pese omo fa ne kwati kwan so a eno ensem fa to mo ye kye omo ye na ensem mpanyifo mbra saban mu na de ekɔ so a entwe yi no wo mo mbra no munye ni yi kama ntimi fa ye kye ni mu nkyɛ mu no ene nto aso no ye de so mu se
of Achimwenchi, we are telling him that from today he shouldn't come to the place again because he's not the only person who voted for the President John Mahama. He always comes there to threaten us that President John Mahama is his friend, and we are also the children of President John Mahama. So if President John Mahama has something, he will not give it to his friend. He will give it to his children, legitimate children. If we are talking about NDC, like me standing here, I am one of the founders of NDC. So today we are telling the Assembly he should stay away. The land does not belong to him. We don't want to see men on the street. And health-wise, it is not good for them. Because some people call themselves that they have money. And they will always come and drive the women into the street. Even the GPI to you people, if you get to Abuja, you will see that they have parked their cars on the street, and it is no good. A country like Ghana, in fact, that is why we are here to present our petition to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that we are pleading with him.
I'm David Aguado, the National PRO, the second Deputy National PRO of PPRTU. And our concern here is that our land as CAB that have been given to us by His Excellency, the former President, Jerry John Rawlings, is now being taken over by private encroachers, in which we are now supporting, because that place is given to transport operators and traders. So if we transport operators and traders will be thrown out, where is our fate? That land is ours, and it will remain ours because it has been given to us by a president. And what we know is that governance is continuous. So if a president gives it to us, and you, private encroacher or developer, you say it's for you, you will cease us not to operate. We will also resist because it's given to us by the state. It's given to us by the state. So we are not going to allow any private individual to encroach over there. See these women. See
ene di oya chira kosopa o mangana ha na yenda eni kopie mu o eye Tamale Technical University honso ye chire ni bia koso esuafo ni ntem mo chese se ne mpanyifo no bu school no enya de ese etimi ko enema ne nie enhye bi o mo de hye o mo so no emwa emoma sete no mo te wo panim die no entimi nkonkan no ne nam so mo ye oye chire nam so kra ema ba ko fa mu epraye ento aso no eni
Should I stop them?
Jinan semi so na dan ye ba ye to ansem ne so ewe dwedi emu Yet one sem ne so dia ye kwa Asante Achim North mensini no Asante Mantemu ne nedue Ghana man penny aye eye cry for more hwadom pa my ye tomato bears 1,000 boxes and afi so eye jene bears 2,000 bags wetimi adoma kwa akobwa to sa ne mani nyina ne de free hwa no ba bebo ye feed Ghana program jumedie no e wo man Ghana hinto aso no eni
we are therefore dwaman so eba wo man no mu fakube hu nti no ye nhwe na ye mpegya yekubedua no mu na se wo hwe Ghana hanom a kubi a yedua dada e wo hanom a ema ye sika pudu bears 11.1 million put out by the honorable MP for Asante Achim North, Honorable Ohene Kwame Frimpong, expressing the plight of the smallholder farmers in Asante Achim North, who have, through the ingenuity and the good program of His Excellency the President, the Feed Ghana program, have been able to cultivate a lot of tomatoes this year and onions. And the passionate appeal from the MP was that they have harvested the perishable tomatoes and they are struggling to get markets. Thankfully, His Excellency has intervened. From last night, we have been in conversation with the various stakeholders, the MP, the DCE, and he has directed that the senior high schools in Ashanti region procure all the tomatoes and all the onions that they have produced so that they can use that to feed the students. This morning, I have had a conversation with the CHAS president and the regional CHAS president, and they have swiftly, together with the Ghana Education Service regional director, moved to Asante Achim North to assess the product and see how they can quickly move them to the schools so that they provide that market for the farmers. But this brings into question some of the fundamental problems that the farmers of this country are encountered with and how we can resolve it. So you must have heard the president repeatedly talk about not only addressing the issue of farm productivity and producing the farm outputs, but most importantly, linking it to markets and adding value. And so for crops like tomato, which is perishable, if you don't have any arrangements to process the excess, you always have problems with the market. And so you will see that there are times in the year where tomato prices come down. Then there are times in the year where you can buy one ball of tomato for 20 Ghana cedi, sometimes 50 Ghana cedi. And that is a problem because the value chain linkages have not been managed and connected efficiently. As part of this challenge or solutions to this challenge, the Office of the President, the Presidential Initiative in Agric and Agribusiness, I'm sure recently you must have heard that we signed an agreement with Furi Ghana Limited to develop an input credit platform, which input credit platform would also embody the value chain management aggregation of this output produced by the farmers, so that when the farmers produce this output, it can be aggregated easily through that value chain linkages.
Nesem ni mwadi tujwa wa science di tujwa wa chemi se ne betimi aboa makube aye dua wa man Ghana hano ehu adwuma ne betimi akọ n'animo no enne abefo kwan so no Ghana man pani abia akwanya atuma ni nyina ne se wo bia pese odi sa adwumadi no wode ho ebeba be hyemu na portal bia yekwani a wodo ekube fodi na oberem na chese seedlings ahodo ebeboa mo metimi adua no makọ manimo sa kwan ne so wode ba beboa ama bibia no etimi akoyi
Busumi busumi miense atwa mu July na yede tu dwa se ye papa His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama aye se oman yi yekube a yedua wo ha no esan ehun faso ene sikapuduo a efiri abefo dwaman so eba oman no mu fakube hu nti no ye nhwe na ye mpegya yekube dua no mu na se wo hwe Ghana ha no ma kubia yedua dada ewo hanom a ema ye sika pudu bears $11.1 million afibia no bears 90,000 hectares na president ani so ade hunu ne se yebe distribute 3 million seedlings sa 3 million seedlings no yedua e dey about 20,000 hectares eba be ka kubena yedua ewo Ghana dada no na che say ebe pagya mo free 90,000 akọ 110,000 hectares of cultivated area for coconut na eno no si yetimi ye ne saa ebe pagya coconut aye produce no ewo mamu ha no every 600,000 metric tons akọ 720,000 metric tons na si yetimi ye saa de we a na che say boa yen ama sikapudu a kube no yenya ewo wiase afa na nyina a eye be 22 billion no Ghana nso betimi agina yie ewo saa adwama ne so na yenso yetimi anya mododo no a de kreti adwuma ama mbabunu ene Ghana fo a wo mo pe adwuma ewo saa value chain no mu
ebusa engineer sansemi so na yendan ye ba ye wie bibia ewa hosepe mu. Yet was soon yen semne dia ma dia Crobeto a wono etwa sini ewo my Ghana however bekasa ne sem no kan edefa Dr. Apostle Kojo Safo enedue won kati asifun bia wenya ne ba bia kwedi anadodo na ade nim no kantanka ene ba ne niema hodo a wode abefo kwan so ye ma bibia ko nanimu a oyeyi ma bibia ne timi eko nanim ekon kan pa hyen ne niema hodo bebre na eno ye wo kantanka edi mu enumu na Crobeto aba monti mo chese papeya ene yetu ye ni aye hu ni bi ma won kati asifun bi mu no wo ya chede kese pa ofri Nyankopon ho ba ya wo beboaye emo man Ghana chehye ne kan kro no etimi eko ni
Obama Africa yansu ya de yo tichi Ghana eti abibia no aye oye yemfidi do ma oye nyina masa o se obeyi ekum afrabufo mission de bae no because change obeyi ekum afrabufo mo said ye betia SSC ka adi fo ye kura mo ye say ya what Ghana na anko be face but so onya to me be I can do speed akwa ndie you slow e jono si or de no be ya sa age ndie no approve say ye honam e ye tuntum ya twen e je tuntum enti enso betimi aye enti so no timi ya wo ko ho akoye bia wo nsuro wo sa afen do opani ba fe ko ta ko timi ye ne I don't know what to say je be ye ni betimi ni emoflo afa because you say we are saying technology ye ni si nyame man Africa nyame do aye jam but bra obi abon pa ye to ogbon pa do ko enye be say ade mani pedi ye yamfa ene ye nyame so no e afa say nyame be ye e je no be kire say ye odi nyame ye ene odi nipa ye
ebusia engineer Crobeto ne nsemi so ene yume no nsia kase e bo ano besom sa kan kase ne fa ne nyina no embrewe ya ansa na ne be ko no ye fa sedare mpie monko ma KFM Musical Center Talent Microfinance and adadaba take up so mo eso yasini edino Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia Macro.